YouTube land. What's up, YouTube land? Yeah, it's the Pouncer and Jeff show. Here we are in Pouncer Park. That's his actual name. And he's been chasing birds around tonight. We could only stay on for like a literal minute. We're very low on battery, but there's this bird here that keeps coming to the ground and then taking off and landing on the ground. I think she's eating bugs or worms or something. So he's very interested. He almost had a shot at it too because there she is. The bird is so interested in eating. And she flies away. I can't tell where she goes, but he does. What's that? And then here we go. He's always right. He always goes in the right direction. Tired? You're tired? All right. It's so hot and humid. And if you watch any of my videos, you know that I hate nature and I hate the outdoors and I hate camping. I like being cool. I like it chilly. Pouncer likes it chillier too, but not as much as me. That's why he wears pajamas. Since he was a little baby, he's worn pajamas because he always liked it a little bit harder than me. And he loves his pajamas, but it's a shame because he grew out of them and he was a extra small in dog size, then a small, but the mediums just don't fit at all, because his back legs are like kangaroo legs, so, it's not even close. He can't wear pajamas anymore, so he knows when it's bedtime. He used to bring me his pajamas. He still does. I didn't let him keep them just to play with. But so he brings me his costumes. He'll bring me his bee outfit or his thug outfit because he dresses like Eminem. He'll bring me whatever's around. But he just doesn't fit. So I ordered some mediums, and I'm going to just cut the legs off, and people will hopefully help me. Señor Mariachi, tell me this is a cat. Es un gato muy guapo y muy amable y muy bueno. Y su nombre es Pouncer. O sea, saltitos. Es buena gente. Pero solamente podemos quedarnos aquí como un ratito, como un minuto. Pero un minuto. Porque es que el móvil falta energía. Alright, he's on to something again. We'll see what. We were on yesterday. When you're on a live, you might get a few hundred people, but people watch it afterwards, and then you get like 15,000 people. So, I talked from the beginning. People sometimes wonder. Muy hermoso, nunca había visto un gato tan grande. Sí, no es tan grande. Mira, hasta aquí, hasta la rodilla, como mucho. Pero es uno de los gatos medianos, como el lince o un gato caracal. No va a crecer mucho más, pero no es como un tigre o león. What's up, Rich? How you doing, buddy? We're chasing bugs and birds and the deal. Oh, there it is again. Oh, see, now it's in the parking lot. That's why he wants to go. This bird is crazy. It keeps like staying on the ground and then taking off a little bit, and then he chases it. But that bird really, he's really got a shot at it because the bird gets so into what it's eating. It's like a bug smorgasbord. And so Pouncer, he dashes, like a door dasher, and he comes so close. But then, honestly, I hold him back. I don't want to see the bird die. And I don't think he'd really kill it anyway. Not yet. I realize you don't believe me. No one does. That's just how they are. They can't really kill anything big until they're like 1. And he's still 7 months. Wild Star, how are you? Good to see you. Well, to see your name. We're only going to be here for like a minute because we're low on battery. Oh, there it is again. This suicidal bird. Tweet. So, a girl walked by, a couple, a guy and a girl, and Pouncer just followed the girl as usual and just stared at her. It was so embarrassing. I thought the guy was going to get mad, Doing okay tonight. I hope you guys are having fun. We're always having fun. He's such a trip. I mean, he just stares at her like the guy's not even there. It's so funny. And he's following her down the street, and the guy's looking at me like it's my fault. I said, look, I did not teach him this. No one believes me. And I didn't teach him to hate cops either. That's his thing. He's got all these, like, OCD hang-ups. Parece un excelente cazador. Es lo que cree él. Pero lo dudo. Es que ellos pueden cazar bien cuando tienen 1 año. Y él tiene solamente 7 meses, entonces está como raspando, pero no todavía. Entonces, thank you, Wild Star, for your wonderful description. We actually parked in here today, which I didn't realize was even legal. There's an entrance, but since no one comes here ever but us, we just parked in there. And it's so funny because they know that it's just us. Right? So they named the park after, and this part of it is Pouncer Park. We're the only ones that come here, and it's so funny because they prune the trees, they cut the branches, they mow the lawn, they cut off this part here, they cut the weeds just for us, like no one else comes here. They used to be doing it for no one, but now they do it just for Pouncer and me. He loves it. I'm not going under there. That's the one thing. They didn't cut this one part, so of course he wants to take me under there. This is like the 4th time he's tried. He just walks around this thing. We've been to 2 other parks today. We always come here last. It's like he needs it. You know how ritualistic Pouncer is. Let me see how much energy we got left. Oh boy. We're low. He used to climb this tree all the time. He's gotten less interested now. Oh, what do you got? What do you got? Oh, beetles. Yay. Beetles. All right. Go eat them up. These cats eat bugs. It's okay. It's good for his instincts. You know, it's enrichment to use his senses. There's a hole under there somewhere that comes out on the other side. And he likes to stick his foot in there, like his whole leg. And it kind of scares me because, you know, there could be like a copperhead in there. But, you know, he did it before I could say anything. And there's nothing in there. But he's not afraid of anything. Well, cops. He really doesn't like cops at all. You're a good boy. I see. I'm here. Pouncer's a good boy. He's so fun. But today I cut his nails. And man, it really was honestly like going to war. It is. It's like the same feeling as rolling 7 rounds in jiu-jitsu. You have to hold him down and put a blanket over him like adhesive. You got to wrap him up, you know, like an enchilada. And then you got to put a blanket over his head like you got to waterboard him. And he's good with that part. But then once I hold his foot, oh, he cries and cries and tries to get out. Oh, God, it was just terrible. It was heartbreaking. He cried so loud. I thought he was going to have a seizure. You know, he kept crying and hyperventilating. It scared me. But once you're done, he immediately goes back to normal. Me da gusto mucho este gato. Me suscribí. Me alegra muchísimo. Bienvenido. El señor Mariachi. Bueno, me alegro mucho. Uh-oh. He's got something. You never know what. Yesterday he found a frog. And he hit it. Which I like frogs. I want them. What do you got? It's just paper, buddy. It's just litter. It's just litter. ¿De qué país eres? Mexico? Si eres un mariachi de verdad. Let's see how the battery's still on. Oh, we're really low. We're going to have to get off soon. I only wanted to stay here for like 1 minute. What's up, Black Rex? How are you tonight? Pouncer's been hunting things. He caught a couple of beetles and ate them. Well, he didn't really catch them. He tries to catch them. He tries to smush and squish and mush them. But he's really not good at that. He's never succeeded. So he just eats them off the ground. So disgusting. Ugh. I'm glad you're good. Thank God. What do you got? What do you got, Pouncer? What is it? Oh, that bird again. That's a suicidal bird. That bird is so crazy, man. She comes in. I make animations. Huh? Cool. This bird comes here and eats whatever bugs or worms or something. And then she flies away low. See, there she is. And he knows where she is. I have no idea usually. I just happen to see her. And he waits. And he waits. And then he stalks. Like you were seeing. But he always knows where she is. And she keeps coming back. Then she went into the parking lot, which made him mad. He tried to take me there, but... You know, the parking lot, there's no one there. We've walked there. But there's nothing for him to smell, you know. He likes us to... There's more to smell here. There's more animals. There's nothing over there. And my pet cat hates white cats. That's a little racist, no? What color is your cat? Pouncer likes cats. You know, he just scares them because he's so big. And when he was little, you know, I have adult cats in my house. Well, at the time, they were like 6 months. Pretty much adult cats, right? And Pouncer was smaller than them. He was a tiny little baby. And they ignored him. You know, just because he was different. They just ignored him. And Pouncer tried to bump heads. Yeah, you were so nice to him. I love you. I love you. You're a good boy. I'm here, buddy. I'm here. Don't worry. Don't worry. He likes to know I'm here. Um, then they started to love him eventually. As he started to grow, you know, I guess he grew on them. And they started to bump his head. It was really nice. And he would look forward to seeing them. He would wag his tail and go out there. They would chill. They'd sit together. You can see it in the videos. They would just sit and chill. But then he got really big compared to them. Now he's so big. He's like 50 pounds, and they're like 4. When Pouncer came, he was 1 pound. It was 50 times smaller. It was like lifting a teddy bear made of helium. And so now they're scared of him. You know, he wants to play with them, but he's so big, he would hurt them. And so they cry before they see him. Kind of sucks, man. I feel bad about it. I really do. No sé más así. Soy de Portugal. Ah, hablas portugués. De Lisboa. Solo entiendo español. Pero si estás en Portugal, ¿no hablas portugués? But his first day to being adopted, he chases other cats that are bigger than him, which doesn't make sense. It's a brave soul. Pouncer's not really a brave soul, but he's a good one. He's a good one. Last night we were here, the phone was low too, and it just died. If that happens, I apologize in advance. But I have a warranty on my phone. It doesn't hold a charge. And it's supposed to come this morning, like 7 a.m., and they kept bragging about how fast they were, but nothing came. So I really hope it comes tomorrow. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I really do. Well, it does have to do with us because then we can stay on later. But it was so... Sí, para que entiendas el portugués, ¿sí escuchas? Sí. Sí. Más o menos. Digo, que no perfectamente, pero yo sé por dónde vais. Man, it is so humid here. Today, like, you know, really, we shouldn't even have gone outside. We went to the parks because I think it's important. But, you know, he started to breathe heavy. I started to have trouble breathing. That's how humid it was. It was actually the most humid day I've ever experienced, ever. I never had a time in my life when I couldn't breathe, and I thought I was in trouble. And it wasn't just me, you know, and I happened to be at the hospital. I went to the hospital for an appointment that actually is tomorrow because I'm an idiot. But I was like, oh, at least I'm here. I thought I was going to have a breakdown. But I made it. I couldn't wait to get the air conditioner in the car. It is so hot and humid in the south. But, you know, the heat I can deal with, having lived in the Middle East and growing up in Spain. Heat is one thing. But humidity, oh, it's torturous. Black red. My favorite. I'm going to get my glasses. Rolex. I don't know what Rolex is. Dinosaur. I don't know what that is, but I actually wrote a book about dinosaurs, believe it or not. I wrote a few books, and one is called Taekwondo Dinosaurs. You can look it up. By Y.H. Park and Jeff Leibowitz. They're dinosaurs that do karate. And the meat eaters don't get along with the plant eaters. Oh, there's that bird. And there's Kikosaurus and Mastosaurus. You think he'll get it? Oh, he doesn't care. He can see. He's a hello, love, Reborn. How are you? He's Pouncer. He's a serval. So the book really sucked, but it sold. It actually made me a lot of money. I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I mean it in the opposite way, because it was such a bad book. But it came out the same day as a movie called Jurassic Park. Believe it or not. I didn't know that was going to happen. So we would go to bookstores and sign the books and bring kids that did karate demonstrations. It was dope, man. We really had fun with it. You know, I wrote 2 more, and then I started to write like academic things. Oh, you tired again? Are you tired? Yesterday he did this, and he wouldn't get up. He's lying on his back, and he had his feet up. You know how he does that? It's so funny when he does that. So I had to carry him to the car, and he scratched me. He didn't mean to, but that was when I figured, you know, it's time to cut his nails, which was hell. Roblox has thousands of games in it. I hate those things. You can play, you know, so many your own games. I hate games like that, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just find it so boring. You know, you're just sitting there. I don't know how you do it. If there was a game that was like a puzzle that really made you think, Like, say, a game where you have to find someone that's hidden, something that would challenge my mind, I'd like it. But when it's just like shooting each other, I hate that shit, man. God, it's so boring. Sorry to say that. Now I feel bad. Sí. Sí, exactamente. Que él puede andar y andar y después corre como loco, pero después se echa al suelo y se queda como hecho polvo. Sí, está roque, tío. Hostia. Ay, este gato. Pero lo quiero muchísimo. Con todo el corazón, es tan bueno. Él realmente es un alma muy buena. It might have your favorite things. What are my favorite things? What is my favorite thing? I guess it's Pouncer. But you ain't no thing. My favorite thing is martial arts. Wait, what language was that? Spanish, from southern Spain, Andalus. He's in Portugal. He speaks Portuguese and Spanish. Portugal's right next to Spain. It's on the same peninsula. You could take a boat. I've done it many times from this place in southern Spain, and you could just go. You could just, take a quick trip and sail, and take the motorboat to Portugal, eat, and then go back. It's called Santa Cristina. It's really beautiful. My buddy opened a restaurant there after the one I had with him went down in flames. It was such a good restaurant. We made so much money. And then I had a partner, and the partner, the owner wanted to reform the building. It was in a big historic building in the best part of Spain for tourists, right next to the Cathedral of Seville, and something called the Giralda, the biggest tower in Spain. It was perfect. So many people come by, buy sandwiches and leave. They'd buy so much water. They'd come inside to eat. Like all the tourists. Oh God, it was great. And all the regular people from Spain. But so since they were reforming it, the landlord had to close it for a bit, and then he wanted double the rent. And I said to him, all right, so give us double the space. Give us the place upstairs too, because we were making at least 9,000 euros a day. That's like $10,000-$11,000 a day. The rent was 3,000. It was such a good business. But my partner wouldn't do it. He says, that's working for him. I said, all right, let's work for him. Who gives a shit? You out of your mind. We're going to lose everything. And we did. We lost the whole thing. And now the worst part is that it's a Starbucks. It's like this commercial American place, which nothing against that, but the same thing as McDonald's. Like, when I take people to Spain, I bring kids all the time in my class. I want them to eat the food that's typical of Spain or wherever they go. Not go to Starbucks or McDonald's, and we had the typical foods. It was like fast food, but it was like the regular foods of Spain. Oh man, it sucked losing it. Are you gonna do any hunting, Pouncer? I think he's just gonna go to sleep. But he doesn't want to go home. I can guarantee you that. He likes to just lie here and see things. If I try to take him, he's gonna cry. Okay, Black Rex, have a nice night. Where do you find other cats hunting? You live in a... Like, where do you do that? You're a good hunter. You got tired. It's okay. You're a good boy. It's okay, baby. You did good. Don't cry. I'm not taking you. He doesn't want to go home. Don't cry. I'm not taking you yet. But I will. I hate standing. He makes me stand. I have a crushed femur. It's titanium now. I mean, crushed. There's compound fractures everywhere. So standing, it hurts for me, But he'll just make me stand forever. So let's go down here like this. I'll be a baseball catcher. You're crazy. You laughing at me? Are you laughing at me? Crazy kitty. You're so funny, Pouncer. He is a trip, man. Up. What'd you hear, baby? You look exhausted. But, when I put him in the car, he's going to cry. But thank God the car is here. I learned my lesson last night. I always carried him to there. But it turns out that is an entrance. So he was so happy. I just opened the door and we were able to jump out. Didn't have to carry him. And yesterday I carried him from there. And he's so heavy. I was so tired. When I got home and took a shower, it was like the best feeling in the world. Yeah, you killed me yesterday. And boy, he yelled at me when we went home. Pouncer's a trip. I think we're gonna have to go. Let me see how much we have left. Oh shit, we gotta go. All right, folks. Thank you for stopping in. We love you. Pouncer loves you. We appreciate you sharing our journey of Pouncer growing up. Remember when he was a little baby? Well, he's still a baby. He's just a big baby now. He's only 7 months. Don't forget, he's still a baby. He's just big. So, I hope you have a good night. Tomorrow's Wednesday, the hump day. You'll get through it. You'll be fine. You'll see. And remember, if you ever said, Pouncer would give anything to play with you. He would. As long as you have a toy, he'd give anything for it. So have a nice night, everybody. Buenas noches. Que te la pases bien.